Hello everyone, welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Shorjani Chatterjee, your host for the post-match live between Mumbai Indians and Punjab Kings. Now, what can we say? It was really disappointing, especially from the perspective of a Punjab Kings fan. The way that they went out there initially when they were batting, Prab Simran Singh, Priyan Sharia, both of them were out there in the crease, but they never looked very comfortable. And then they set up a target of 200 for Mumbai Indians to chase, and they did it with a brilliant innings from Will Jacks and Tilak Verma. Although Mumbai Indians have already been eliminated, I think this win will definitely add and contribute as a big booster, and it will increase their confidence. Also, it was really interesting to see Jasprit Bumrah come out for the toss today and lead the team today. So, Shamik, my first question to you is: like I mentioned in the introduction, Will Jacks and Tilak Verma, how good were they today?
I think Mumbai Indians would have won this game even more easily had they taken their catches. If you look at Punjab Kings innings and Mumbai Indians catching was pathetic. Prab Simran Singh got a beauty from Jasprit Bumrah when he was on four. Namandhi dropped a dolly as a slip. Towards the back end, there was another dolly that was dropped by Robin Mins, and this time the unlucky bowler was Corbin Bosch. If Prab Simran Singh would have gotten out, it would have been in Bumrah's first over. It would have been a completely different game. Mumbai might have been chasing 170 or 175. Those extra runs, he went on to score 57. So Mumbai didn't play good cricket for for 70% of the game. Mumbai Indians didn't play good cricket, but they can Tilak Burma, and this is the reason why he is part of the setup. Why he is a World Cup winner today? When this India A team was put out by the selectors, a lot of people asked why is Tilak Burma is captain. He is not scoring runs in this IPL, barring a century. Rian Parag, but selectors don't look into the IPL numbers. They just go by those who are already part of the setup, and this is the reason that Will Jacks, he has been a fantastic cricketer. Mumbai Indians missed him for the first 5-6 matches. He joined late. If he would have joined early, but once again, this is water under the bridge now for this game, and Mumbai Indians are playing for the pride. I'm happy, very very happy that Bumrah ended up on the winning side on his IPL captaincy debut.
Mohar, now that we're talking about Punjab Kings, what I wanted to ask you is that I think you and I, we were having this discussion where we were talking about Priyan Shari and Prab Simran Singh. We all know how important they are to the batting lineup of Punjab Kings. But when we look at the middle order, do you think that the middle order is a concern? Because, Captain Shreyas Iyer, he could not score runs today. Suryan Shegde, he could not go out there and score. Cooper Connolly, we've seen him perform in the other matches, but today again, he just scored 21 runs out of 22 balls that he played. So the middle order, do you think it's a concern for Punjab Kings now?
Shojani, to start off, I would say the entire batting order was a concern today. Starting off with, and I don't know how many people will agree with me, but even if you look at the openers, this is not the kind of performance that we've seen from Priyan Sharia and Prabsimran Singh. Priyan Sharia looked scratchy. Prabsimran Singh as well was not his best. Yes, they plot up a partnership. Yes, they scored some runs. But then again, this is not the kind of cricket that they had played in the first leg of the tournament. The confidence was missing. The intent was missing. And of course, he was also dropped multiple times. Anyway, that's not in his hands. But this was not the best batting performance from Punjab Kings in general. And of course, if you're talking about the middle order in particular, yes, of course, none of them were able to stand up, apart from Azmatullah Omarzai, who came lower down the order and who actually made the impact. Otherwise, I don't think, they would have been able to put up 200 on the scoreboard. It was that bad. 107 for one, and then all of a sudden 5 to 6 wickets fell in succession. So definitely the middle order is a concern, but it didn't used to be like that. I remember at the start we spoke about Punjab Kings and their batting depth. Number one, number two, number three, all of these people right till number 8 or 9, we were certain that they can come and score runs. But yes, the way it has panned out at this point of time could be the lack of confidence, could be the, obviously because at this point in the tournament they are not being able to perform that well, could be the fear, could be the anxiety that is there. But overall, I'm not impressed with the batting performance. Bowling is separate. We have been talking about Punjab Kings bowling, that it is a concern, but batting also was not up to the mark today.
Shamik,
Shorjani, good that you raised this point. Punjab Kings middle order. See, Punjab Kings middle order is Shreya Iyer and the rest. It has
Yeah.
always been the case. What was happening earlier, the openers were giving them fantastic starts. Cooper Canoli at number 3 was scoring runs, and Shreya was on a run scoring spree. Now, what is happening when Cooper Canoli and Shreya Iyer are not scoring runs, and Shreya Iyer today got a beauty from Shardul. It could have gotten any batsman out. So when Shreya is not scoring runs, after that there is nothing. And we'll obviously come to Punjab Kings bowling later because a lot of it is garbage.
Shamik, I just want to ask you one thing. Could they have possibly kept Marcus Stoinis in the team? Was it a bad decision on part of the Punjab management?
See, you cannot say that because with Marcus Stoinis also they are losing.
Yeah,
With
that,
and
Marcus
but
Marcus
he was
Stoinis
at
Stoinis,
was
least he was
started
at least
as well.
contributing, I feel.
last game against Delhi Capitals, the game the game was sitting. The game sat in their dugout, in Punjab Kings
Yeah.
dugout. Yeah, I will obviously massive credit to David Miller
Mm.
for pulling that one off, and that was a fantastic innings. And David Miller is capable of playing such knocks. But I mean, with Marcus Stoinis also, they are scoring runs. So from that point of view, but yes, I agree with you because at least given the confidence factor, because if you look at that middle order without Marcus Stoinis and after Shreya Iyer, you will see, I mean, that this middle order doesn't inspire confidence. But
Yeah.
Marcus Twain is there. You know, he is a big player. He is a big player. He is a winner. He's a winner and he is capable of doing good things. So with Marcus Twain is in that batting lineup, that will inspire a little more confidence. But Punjab Kings sort of has fallen in a rut in the sense it is nothing to do with anything. I will just stick to cricket and never will I go into anything that is I am not privy to. But as far as their cricket is concerned, they are losing matches not for anything, something that is off the field. They are losing matches because they are not performing on the field. They are batting, their middle order is not scoring runs. They're bowling once again. They're bowling, I mean, Marco Jansen, the way he bowled, and the other one, Bartlett, right? And the
Yes,
other guy
yes,
was Bartlett, right? I mean,
David
that
Martin.
was club standard. What we saw today was club standard bowling.
Even in the last over when he came in, he was bowling low full tosses, and that was not really pleasing to the eye. But Shomik, I will go to you with the next question once again. I think we have had multiple discussions where you've said that Shreyash Iyer could be the future T20 captain of the team, of Team India especially. Now the thing is, we all know what a brilliant captain that he is, how great he is on the field. But do you somewhat feel that today bringing in Xavier Bartlett to bowl the last over backfired for Punjab Kings? Could they have managed their bowling unit a little better today?
Hmm. Ideally, you actually see the thing is that this has been a long-standing debate that whether you give your best bowler the final over. There is a school of thought, yes. Even if the required run rate is 8 in the final over, if you have someone required run rate is if your required run rate is 8, I don't think anyone except Bumrah can defend that. Only one bowler in the world can defend that, and that is just with Bumrah. But if your asking rate is 10 and you have your best bowler in the final over, then that is a good option. There is another school of thought that I give my best bowler the penultimate over and take the asking rate to 15 or 16. In that case, whoever is coming for the final over, he will still have a little room for little margin for error. But then again, these players, I mean, it is not that he was bowling to any uncapped players. He was bowling to Tilak Verma and Will Jacks. I mean, two very very strong players. And here, if you miss your line or length, even by an inch, then you'll be clobbered at that level. And the quality of batsmanship he was faced with, just even a minor transgression, I mean, he would be taken to the cleaners, and that's exactly what happened.
Mohar, uh, Punjab Kings, definitely we were talking about their batting order and we've been speaking on how their middle order has continuously failed. But there's this one player that I would particularly ask you this question about. Shashank Singh. On the field, catching not that good. I mean, he has not contributed as a fielder at all. But then again, as a batter, I mean, how would you assess the whole? I mean, him as a player in his tournament, because against Delhi we saw he was building a crucial partnership with Shreyas Iyer, which helped them chase the high scoring total. But then again, on the other hand, after that we've not seen a match winning innings from him, and we've not seen a great knock from him. So your thoughts?
Shorjani, I think he has been backed by the BPKS management a lot. I have seen match winning knocks from him. Yes, I have, but not this season. So he has played some good match winning knocks in the previous season. So which is why maybe the management keeps showing the faith in him. But if I had to assess his performance this season, then I would call it inconsistent and definitely not up to the mark. I mean, obviously, like you spoke about the middle order, when you see that the others are not scoring, it's your duty to come and step up, which Suryan Shetge has done in one or two games, even though the sample size is very less because he's not gotten a lot of games. Nihal Vadera was playing, but when he was brought into the team, Suryan Shetge did make a difference. But from Shashank Singh, I think we did expect a lot because he has been with this franchise. He has played well in the previous years. So this year was definitely not up to the mark. And of course, like you mentioned, the fielding that has been really, really that has been sad because whenever we talk about Punjab Kings, and obviously their catching rate has been very low. I mean, this year I think I was reading a stat where Punjab Kings have the lowest catch efficiency, and there the first name that you can think of is Shashank Singh. So without any fingers pointed, of course not. I mean, this is not what we expected from him.
I
Shamik,
think KKR have been kicking themselves now. If they
Yeah,
would have won yesterday's game and Punjab
yeah.
Kings once again have lost, they are on a losing spree, they would have had a definite chance to qualify for the playoffs. But once again, bad luck. Varun Chakravarti was unavailable, and that was a factor.
Vaibhav
But
Arora was brilliant.
yeah,
but okay, now if we
Special
if we
mention.
begin talking, no, if we begin talking about KKR, then I think today's show is only going to be about KKR because I have a lot of grudges and a lot of things to say.
Yeah.
But I'm going to shift my focus to Mumbai
Keep that
Indians
for
and Punjab.
16th. Keep that for 16th. We have to discuss that.
I'm going to talk about Punjab Kings and Mumbai now. See, we've
Yeah.
been talking about the batters not going out there and performing. We've been definitely talking about the middle order as well. But what we have to keep in mind is that Azmatullah Omar Zai, he was really good today. With the ball, with the bat, he was brilliant. Shamik, with the bat, we've seen how he went out there and he dominated. It was very unfortunate he got out. Deepak Chahar dismissed him. But then, those crucial 38 runs from the 17 balls that he played and the innings that he played, how crucial was that? And if I move to his bowling, how important was his spell, Shamik?
I think as far as batting is concerned, no disrespect to him, but during that phase, Mumbai Indians bowling was loose. He was given too many boundary balls to feed with, and that is one of the reasons why he scored those runs. Yes, he bowled well, but once again, it is you have to have support from the other end. I mean, there was a two-run over, right? There was a two-run over, and what we got after that, a 22-run over from Marco Jansen. So, I mean, the whole thing. I mean, the good work that was done by Omerzai was completely nullified by the 22-run over. So, from that point of view, unless it is a team sport, one or two players will not win you matches. And Mumbai Indians have suffered a lot for this season because some of their players have played well. Collectively they haven't played well. So from that point of view, what over the last few matches, what has been lacking as far as Punjab Kings is concerned, the collective performance. And until they are regaining that collective mojo, it is going to be difficult for them.
Now, definitely, we will talk about Mumbai Indians because I think they finally won. But before that, still a lot of questions unanswered about Punjab Kings. More, what I would like to ask you is that Marco Jansen, he has been a disappointment this season. Today, even with the bat, when he was taken in the playing 11, we all knew that he was taken in as a main bowler. I mean, we all know he can chip in, he can bat, he can go out there and score some runs. But the way he was out there on the field today, scoring those only 2 runs from those 7 balls that he played, it was really not impressive. And then again with the ball, it wasn't that great. So your thoughts? Also, before you begin your answer, Mohar, I would like to say that Web of Tripathi has also joined our post-match show. Mohan, go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay, so about Marco Jansen, I think, I don't think Punjab Kings were looking to increase the batting depth. They were looking at better bowlers because obviously their bowling has been a major point of concern. So they were looking at someone who would be able to bowl better. If you ask me from a batting perspective, Marcus Stoinis should have been in his place, I think. But if you're asking about the bowling, I think yes, of course, he has not been up to the mark considering his caliber as a bowler, and of course the fact that he is extremely experienced. But I think it's also due to a change of role. I was reading up a little bit on a few articles, and where experts have also mentioned that he is usually someone who bowls better in the power play, and suddenly he's asked to. I mean. He's expected to bowl from the middle to the death overs, and suddenly, of course, also he is bowling a lot of slower balls, which is not that is not really his strength. So maybe this change of role could be the concern. I don't exactly remember who said it. I was just now reading that some article from ESPN Cricket Info. Somebody has written it. So this change in role could be the issue probably.
Vaibhav, Vaibhav, you have reasons to smile because Punjab Kings pain is Chennai Super Kings gain, and if they win
And
tomorrow,
he's wearing yellow. And he's wearing yellow and
yeah, and
smiling.
I mean Punjab Kings pain is Chennai Super Kings could be Chennai Super Kings gain, and if CSK win tomorrow, I mean full on whistle padu, isn't it?
It will be full on whistle podu, and the fact that CSK are only losing the players at once
Oh my god.
they were winning they were losing games. Now they are losing players when we are approaching the business end of the tournament and important players. But I think it's a big relief for the yellow camp from one Kings to another. It's a help from the Punjab Kings point of view, but it's very surprising. Now this team is reminding me total of Delhi Capitals of last season, winning back-to-back games, winning 6 games on the bounce, and then losing the plot in the second half. It's the repeat of Delhi Capitals and Punjab Kings in the history of the IPL. If you look at it, they have been the most inconsistent teams, and despite the best efforts, look at the way they are performing. And today again, I'll not say anything related to the batting. I think they made good calls today. Whether it was related to the team selection, the only thing that they could have done what better was not to play a Xavier Bartlett and play a Lockie Ferguson. If Lockie Ferguson is fit, I would pick Lockie Ferguson any day. Far better T20 bowler and a seasoned campaigner. He has won so many matches across the world for so many teams. So Lockie Ferguson, if he's fit and not playing, then it's another blunder from Punjab Kings point of view. But again, they had the game for the majority of the innings. They lost the game in the last 5 overs, in the slog overs. Yuzvendra Chahal's last over conceding 20 odd runs, then Marco Jansen's 18th over conceding 22 runs. I think those 2 overs cost them dearly. Otherwise, it was Punjab Kings game. I think they lost it more than MI won it from a position of winning, because MI had a depleted side. They didn't have a Surya Kumar Yadav, they didn't have a Hardik Pandya, their captain, their vice captain or standing captain. And despite that, if you are losing to a depleted team, then it's not at all a good sign for Punjab Kings. I think they posted a good enough total. 200 was a good total on this tag, which had signs of variable bounce. First over that Yuzvendra Chahal bowled to Rohit Sharma, the one ball didn't bounce, and that over really showed that this pitch has signs of variable bounce. This pitch has somewhat on the two pace side. So on a tricky pitch, it was a good total. And Mumbai Indians fielding was again another factor that held Punjab Kings reaching that total. But with the ball, they could have been. It was not a that dew played a big factor. It was that Punjab Kings bowlers again erred in their lines, and that's why the result didn't go in their way. And now this team doesn't look like one which should qualify for the playoffs, at least to
Shor- Shorjani, just one more thing before I hand it over to you. But Vaibhav, every cloud has a silver lining. Even when Punjab Kings have fallen into a rut, they haven't they haven't been bowled out for a 48. Some other team has goated that, isn't it? And Mohan
Let's
also
even
not.
would like
even
to
in the
Let's
share.
not.
worst even in the
Guys.
worst days of Punjab Kings or any other franchisee, SRH were very close. Not SRH. Rajasthan Royals were very close to beating that
Against Mumbai,
48
against
total
Mumbai.
earlier this season.
Yeah,
Then
against Mumbai
Punjab,
only.
then Delhi Capitals were also very close. But no team, no franchisee can touch the historic mark of
No, no,
480.
some other team
I
has
have an
goated it.
explanation for this. It's because of the impact player rule.
Oh,
See, that's how we keep ourselves happy. That's because of the impact player rule.
That's
You
how
have an extra
RCB
batter,
fans
no?
that's how RCB fans get a good sleep. Just by saying that because of this impact
Who
player
is at the top
rule,
of the
no team
table?
will be able
Who
to
is
beat
on
us.
the top of the table? Check the points table.
Over to you,
no.
Shorjani.
No, but I was just, on a lighter note, I was just noticing how Weber was going out there and, having a big smile on his face. But when, CSK plays and when I ask him about CSK, he gives a very neutral answer saying that, no, I am not a fan anymore. I am just an analyst.
I am always a neutral supporter. I always say this on record. The day MS Dhoni stepped down as a captain, as CSK's captain, I retired as a CSK fan. Now, whatever happens with that franchisee, I'm a neutral observer, a supporter of the game. Even the 19 November law doesn't hurt me. It hurts a lot of people. It doesn't hurt me. The fan inside me, the Indian cricket fan inside me, died in Sydney in 2015 when we lost the semi-final. We were unbeaten till the semi-final, and then we lost the semi-final to Australia. That Steve Smith 100 and Aaron Finch 50. MS Dhoni cried, and on that day, the Indian cricket fan in me retired. So from then, I
MS
have
Dhoni
never
cried and
been
then Vaibhav Tripathi also cried. So that's the headline.
neutral, only neutral, unbiased.
Okay, but now I think we have to talk a little about Mumbai Indians as well because we've been talking about Punjab. Shamik, there's a very interesting comment over here. Now that we're talking about Mumbai Indians, Fitmonk says Shardul Thakur is the most unpredictable player of this universe. One day he is Glenn Mograt, other day he's Suresh from my society. What are your thoughts?
What I can tell you that from my personal experience, I can tell you that he is a lion-hearted cricketer. He has that Bombay Maidan Khadus in him. He is a lion-hearted cricketer. I mean, he had his ups and downs. Someday he will lick runs. Someday he will bowl well. But what he will guarantee is 100% effort. He will that never say die attitude, and that is why I have huge respect for Shardul Thakur as a cricketer. He is a fantastic cricketer, as a lion-hearted cricketer, and in this is a fickle format. You have to keep that in mind. T20 cricket is basically a batsman's game, and the majority of the pitches are feather beds. And from that perspective, you will have your ups and downs. Not always will you come up with 3 wickets or 2 wickets. In fact, in majority of the cases, will go for runs. But Shardul is someone who will never give up. So I have huge respect for him.
And Shardul's best utilization was done by CSK in 2018 and 2021. Check the records.
Yes, MS Dhoni. MS Dhoni. That is down to. I mean, sort of excellent captaincy. Not for nothing, he is greatest ever white ball captain. No doubt about that. Red ball, he couldn't catch hold of red ball captaincy. But as far as white ball is concerned, no peers, unparalleled.
Yeah, Mohar, my next question to you would be regarding the opening pair of Mumbai Indians. I mean, definitely Rohit Sharma, Ryan Rickelton, they've scored runs. They have been excellent. They've been a good duo together. They've been a good pair. Today also we saw Ryan Rickelton go out there and then charge the bowlers, scoring those 48 runs, and that partnership with Rohit Sharma. How crucial was that? Because we know later on Tilak Verma came and scored the runs. Will Jacks was there, but how crucial was the partnership of Rohit Sharma and Ryan Rickelton in the
Yeah.
in the chase. I'm just
Yeah.
sorry, I just zoned out.
Yeah, it's completely fine. For any chase, I think for any innings, it's very important for the openers to set the tone at the start. That's how you win games. That's how the others come in and obviously carry it forward from there on. And as far as Mumbai Indians openers are concerned, yes, even in this year's IPL, as far as Mumbai Indians is concerned, they have also had to chop and change their openers quite a bit of times because of lack of form, sometimes because of someone's injury. So I think this is the opening pair that has clicked. I would say. I mean, now it's too late for it to click or anything to happen. But yes, Ryan Rickelton, Rohit Sharma, they have become a good duo, and they have that understanding between themselves. I remember at the start. Ryan Rickelton was scoring all those runs. He was the aggressor, and Rohit Sharma was sort of laid back and he was playing slow. Ryan Rickelton, of course, has been in great form. I think he has a century as well this season. So that was the confidence was losing out in his shots. Of course, he couldn't convert, but whatever he did, I think it was absolutely necessary. Rohit Sharma, I think he started slow, but then he started playing really well as well. But I think what I noticed in him was that I think he was still struggling with his hamstring. It's just a personal observation. I think he's not fully comfortable. I think, of course, he's fit, but I think what happens when you come after an injury. I think that somewhat was sort of very evident in him. But anyway, both these pairs. I mean, this pair has really clicked. So it's a really good news. I think.
Vaibhav, what I wanted to ask you was that we only saw Raj Bawa bowl 1 over today. Why do you think that decision was taken by Jasprit Bumrah?
See, because today he had the luxury of more bowlers. Today he had Deepak Chahar, Shardul Thakur bowling really well, Corbin Bosch completing his 4 over. Then you chipped in with a Will Jacks, and then obviously Raj Bawa. So this is when happens when your premier bowlers, your frontline bowlers are doing well. Today Deepak Chahar started really well. In the power play when Jasprit Bumrah gave away 9 runs, he was bowling well off from the other end. I think and the knuckle ball that he bowled, that bamboozled the battle. So I think Deepak Chahar, it's a good sign for a Mumbai Indians that Chahar is carrying his good form. I think that's set the tone. And then Shardul Thakur, the way he came back, the first over conceded 15 runs. Then the next over he took two important wickets in the span of 3 deliveries. That delivery to Shreyas Iyer was very special. The Shreyas Iyer trying to dominate Shardul from the start. They have played so much cricket together at Mumbai for Mumbai in domestic cricket, so they know each other really well. But that ball was special. Obviously, the last dismissal was sort of a lucky dismissal. You can say full over pitch delivery, but that's what happens with Shardul. That even on the bad deliveries or on deliveries, he gets wickets, and this is where he becomes dangerous. As Shamik also pointed out, he's a lion-hearted cricketer, puts in the efforts, and he gives his 100%. That's no doubt. The only problem with him at times is the lines that he bowls. His execution at times becomes a problem. That's why he leaks runs. Otherwise, he's a proven wicket taker. And I think today also, because Bumrah, although he didn't bowl really well, but other bowlers did their job. Only Bumrah went wicketless. Apart from that, every other bowler, if you look at him, they bowled really well. All the pace bowling options that MI used, it worked well. Apart from Jasprit Bumrah, obviously.
But Vaibhav, I firmly stand by Jasprit Bumrah. If that catch was taken and that was a dolly by Naman Dher, it would have been completely different. People talk about Bumrah not getting wickets. His fielders are not allowing him to take wickets. If you drop such dollies, how will he take wickets?
Yuzvendra Chahal will file a case against his own fielders. How many times fielders have dropped the catch from off his bowling?
Naman Dher, no, it hurts. Jasprit Bumrah, you have to back your bowlers. Unless you are doing that, Mumbai Indians were lucky to win this game despite such poor fielding. But yes, because they have match winners, and whatever be the outcome, and they haven't qualified, they have already been eliminated. They will not play the playoffs. But if you look at the spine of the team, you see match winners have plenty. Very few team can match that. Very few teams can match that. So from that point of view, I have enough sympathy. I have my full sympathy for Jasprit Bumrah.
Shamik, I wanted to ask you something before we go to more. You have been observing Mumbai Indians very closely. You've been covering their practice sessions. You've been watching their games. Raghu Sharma, has he impressed you this season?
Too small a sample size, Shorjani, to comment. Too small a sample size. You cannot form an opinion based on how someone is playing, doing at the nets. Because at the nets, you are bowling or batting, whatever you are doing, bowling or batting, you are not doing under pressure. Empty stands, it is a completely different ball game when the stadium is chock a block. There is a turnout of around 40,000 or 50,000, and it becomes a pressure game. So from that point of view, you cannot judge, and it's too small a sample size. Last game, he was not given a bowl, and maybe the situation was The situation was like that. I mean, Surya couldn't give him a ball. But now that Mumbai Indians, and if you look at Mumbai Indians' history, it has unearthed many a talent. Jasprit Bumrah is a different case. John Wright minted a diamond, who eventually became the Kohinoor of Indian cricket. But even without, if you talk about Hardik Pandya, Kunal Pandya, Tilak Verma, you name it. I mean, so many players Mumbai Indians have given to Indian cricket. So when their scouts have picked him, you have to back their decision.
Last question to Mohor before we close the show. Now, we know Hardik Pandya is not playing, but again, Mumbai Indians have won. Do you? Okay, Mohor, I think, is having some issues with the internet. Wherever
He,
I'm going
he
over to
has
you with the
vanished.
question. She has vanished. I think
She
she's
has
still thinking about
vanished.
the 49 run incident now that we mentioned
Huh?
it. She's still
No,
thinking about 49 out, I think.
no.
That
I want her to come back on the show. I want Momo to come back on the show because my epilogue would be on Royal Challenges Bangalore again.
Oh my God. Why do you do this?
Now you have a question to answer. Please do that.
What
I
is the
just
question?
see. I wanted to ask you whether you think Hardik Pandya. The team missed Hardik Pandya tonight as a captain and as a player on the field.
Uh, um, I think more than as a captain, probably as a player. And not the player that we have seen this year, but the kind of Hardik Pandya that we have known. This year, he has not been that impressive. He has not been able to score those match winning runs. But of course, Hardik Pandya is a player of, I mean, huge caliber. We know what he's capable of. That has been missing in him. So, of course, he will obviously, he is a great player. He will rectify that. He will, reflect on his performances and he will make it better. But more than as a captain, I think it's my personal opinion. I have not been very impressed with Hardik Pandya, the captain in Mumbai Indians, just to clarify that. So, more than as a captain, I think as a player, as a finisher, probably Mumbai Indians. And obviously, any team would miss Hardik Pandya, the player, if he's not available. So, that's my take.
Okay, last question before we close the show. Now that we were talking about RCB,
Oh,
someone here just says, Shamikda, become KKR mentor or advisor, please. Shamikda, you wanted to end with an epilogue on RCB? Here's your cue.
where's
Um,
RCB coming from? There's KKR.
no. What is the question? Shumigda,
Become mentor of
become.
KKR.
Become KKR mentor or advisor,
It's a
please.
it's a request. It's a request from a KKR fan.
Yeah.
No. The KKR are in safe hands. They will do well next season. They will do better next season. Don't worry.
Hmm.
They were a bit unlucky this time. They have lost so many. They lost so many players. They are in good hands and they will do well next season. But as far as RCB is concerned, just a gentle reminder because more spoke about the league table. Just a gentle reminder: the team that tops the league table after the group phase usually doesn't win the title. That's it.
So on
We will
that
see.
note,
We will have this conversation later.
okay, so on that note, we are going to end today's show. Thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow CSK are playing, so Vaibhav Tripathi will obviously be there and he'll cheer for his team like a true analyst. So thank you so much for watching Red Sports. Please like, share, and
Actually,
subscribe.
Not me. It's
RCB.
not
If I
me
am
cheering for
if I
my
am allowed
team
to draw a
again
football
for the
analogy,
nth time.
if I am allowed
For
to
the
draw a
nth
football
time.
analogy,
Why?
CSK is not my team.
RCB are Leicester City of 2024-25. RCB is just one of.
Okay,
This
so
is
on
just
that note, we are going to close today's show. Thank you so much for watching Rep Sports. Please like, share, and subscribe.